Nikhil Jain, Anila Singh seems to imply that so if
They
Hindus
are
are
the
now
one who
standing
coined
up
this word,
for their
Bhagwa
rights,
Atangwad.
what's wrong with it? Why, why term it Bhagwa Atangwad as she puts it?
Well, first of all, I never termed it Bhagwa Atangwad. Secondly, I never intended to say that the BJP is a political party biased in the favor of Hindus. If anything, I would say that they are a party that do not care about Hindus one bit. In the Kashi Vishwanath corridor widening, they destroyed and decimated hundreds of temples, which dated back centuries. They are not a political party in favor of Hindus. They're just a communal party.
Did anyone
Secondly, I was never
did
saying that
anyone
you should
complain to
not have
you? Did
restaurants.
anyone
Yes,
complain
ma'am,
about
many
it?
people complained. Many people complained
No, of
about it,
course
and even
not.
if people did not
If this
complain,
would have
that does
happened,
not give you the right to
then anyone
decimate
would have
our
gone to the
heritage.
court
Whether
and
it's
the court
Hindu
would have
heritage, Muslim
stayed.
heritage,
So
you
stop
do
spreading
not
lies.
have the right
Stop
to
spreading
decimate
lies.
heritage. All
Of
right,
course,
I'll
the
just
only
One by
political
one,
party
let's come
who
back to
stands
the
with the
topic.
Hindus, that is the
Let's come
biggest
back to the
problem
topic.
with
We've
you.
debated
on the
Kashi
Your
topic, on
political
Vishwanath
the
party.
topic.
corridor
Yes, yes,
many
yes,
times.
yes,
Whereas you are
Okay,
not saying
time out,
yes.
time
You
out,
made a point
time out,
about
time out.
just 10 seconds to
Nikhil,
respond to
complete
the
your
point
point
that you
before I
made.
bring in Ghanshyam Tiwari and Shantanu.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I am completely in favor of having a Sattvic certification because if that is something that people want, let them have it. If they want that, I want to eat food in a restaurant where only vegetarian food is cooked, जहाँ पे मेरी चावल की कड़छी मटन में नहीं लगी है, very well, that's their right. Let them have it. But then again, that could be a restaurant or a hotel or a dhaba run by a Muslim or a Hindu or a Jain or a Sikh,
Okay.
as is the
Shantanu,
case. But the
okay,
BJP is not
Shantanu,
trying to build a Sattvic
is the
certification.
objection only to a restaurant or a dhaba that may be owned by Muslim, even if it says Shuddh Shakahari Vaishno Bhojan or a Vaishno dhaba, if it's Shuddh Shakahari, cooked in a Sattvic way, but owned by a Muslim or has Muslim workers, what's the objection, sir?
See, Saurabh, let not allow Ghanshyam or Nikhil to dictate how Kawar Yatri eat their food, right? Just display as per shop establishment as per GST Act, whichever act you want to follow. Just put the name of the proprietor, they will decide, that's all. They're all a proprietor of big choice, right? Just give them choice, they will find out. I think let you not decide, let all of us, five of us should not decide how and when and where and which masala, who will cook, how the karchi will be there. Let them decide. Normal, as per the norms, just display your name. They will decide. If they want to eat, they will go ahead and eat. Then lakhs and lakhs of, I can speak on their behalf. Just put their name. And because of this, in earlier year, there are a lot of fights that have happened. It's become a law and order issue multiple times. So just display it, that's all. What's the problem in displaying it? Why you want to hide your identity? I don't know.
Okay, Ghanshyam Tiwari wants to come in because there are questions that are being asked, Ghanshyam Tiwari. While the fundamental rights of the seller is being looked at and looked after, why not the fundamental right of the devotee who may want to have the same freedom of choice and decide where he wants to eat, who he wants to buy from? In case he sees a name, he knows whether he wants to go there or he doesn't.
Simple things. Have you come across any aeroplane that you or the viewers have flown in, or in the trains, Sattvic food prepared by Sattvic Hindus, not prepared by Dalits, not prepared by Pichhadas?
Jain meal is offered
This
in
is the
flights.
mindset. I did not interrupt any. This is the mindset.
No, I'm just correcting you. Jain meal is offered in the flights. How can you say that?
Where does this lead to?
Why
it
are you
leads
spreading
to a
lies,
model.
Mr. Tiwari?
Okay,
It
one
leads
by
to a
one,
model
one by one, ma'am. I'll come to you the moment Mr. Tiwari completes. But Mr. Tiwari, the point she's making is yes, flights offer vegetarian food, Asian vegetarian food, Jain food. All of that is specific. All of that is specified.
That's there in the dhaba also. I specifically said, have you seen in trains and planes Sattvic food prepared by Hindus only? We as travelers also have rights. Anila Singh ji would have traveled on these planes. BJP has lots of money. They travel in helicopters and planes a lot of time. They have not seen that. They flagged a number of trains. They have not seen that. Second point, that where do they want to take this to? They want to ensure that these poor people who are working there, shops, etc., eateries, they are marked so that the vigilante that power this government through various forms of jihads that they keep typing out, those vigilantes feel empowered, like the example that you gave. And my final point is, I'll just read from the Aaj Tak website that Adityanath ji ko ke upar 151A, 146, 147, 279, 506 के मुकदमे दर्ज थे और ये भी उन्होंने लिखा था, ये आज तक की वेबसाइट है, from 18 March when Adityanath ji became the chief minister, it mentions that how Hindu Yuva Vahini played a role in burning 3 coaches of that train where the lives of the passengers was barely saved by just good fortune. So, a party that is powered by Batenge Katenge, powered by people who are pioneers of vigilante model, want to create hatred, don't have a solution, don't practice in their own lives. Their children are not going to Kaman Yatra. Jai Shah is not going to Kaman Yatra, or other ministers, Gadkari ji, Rajnath Singh children, or any of these people are not going to Kaman Yatra. They want the poor who depend on their livelihood to be busy with these methods of hatred, so that they don't prosper and BJP prospers.
Respond, Anila Singh ji, that this is purely a way to divide Uttarakhand administration. In fact, even Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami, they've gone on record to say it's their responsibility to protect against what was termed as food adulteration, but then also mentioned against instances of thuk jihad like in the past.
Very quickly, I will make 2-3 points here. Okay. Number one, I will like to say here, Mr. Tiwari, you're absolutely correct. Like, nobody can make out that who is cooking the food. If you're not seeing, if you're not watching that who is cooking, whether that person can be from any of the religion. But the thing, how purely, how sattvically, how in a pure manner, purest of manner, that person is cooking the food. That is more important. And this is what we are saying. We are not standing with anybody who is hiding their identity. And similarly, we are not standing with any person coming from any religion who is taking law in his or her hands. We are not standing with either of them. But we are definitely standing against all those political parties who are trying to do Hindu-Muslim out of it. We are standing against all those political parties who have always said that Hindus, come on, you are in majority, you shut up, and we are going to advocate for the one particular religious community because they are a vote bank. And if you talk about the cases, these cases are being implied by whom? By your political party and Yogi Adityanath ji.
Okay. Let me bring in Nikhil Jain on that aspect.
समाजवादी पार्टी जैसे राजनीतिक दल सत्ता में आए हैं, उन्होंने योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के ऊपर मुकदमे लगाए हैं. And you are talking about some coaches being burnt out. You are not going to talk about the Samjhauta Express here. You're not going to talk about that. Because your political party was the one.
I once again want to remain on the issue of the administration, both in Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh, saying display names prominently. And Nikhil, Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami in Uttarakhand, he says it's his responsibility or the responsibility of the administration to ensure, one, against food adulteration, and like in the past, instances of thuk jihad or spit jihad, as they put it.
Well, that's my point. If indeed the administration's intent was to ensure that no food adulteration is being done, compliance with all local laws, GST laws and all of that is being done, why during the Kaman Yatra? The Shop and Establishments Act, GST Act, Food Safety Act, all of these acts don't go into abeyance when there is no Kaman Yatra. They continue to be there. Why did you not ensure that compliance earlier on? And why is the entire discussion about name? Why isn't it about when was your license last given? Your license should not be expired. Why did I not see an administration order that said that any food establishment whose license is expired, we are going to close it down right before the Kavad Yatra because a lot of people are going to travel? Nothing on it. We are going to inspect food establishments if they are not following the right hygienic protocols. Nothing on it. What are we hearing? Naam batao. क्यों नाम बताएं?
Okay.
चलिए बता देते हैं. That's a legal requirement. But what
आप
is the
झूठ बोल
intent?
रहे हैं. आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पर बैठकर.
Okay.
How
One
do
by
you
one.
know? How do you know that action is not being taken when Kavan Yatra is not there?
Okay, Shantanu Gupta wants to quickly. Shantanu Gupta wants to quickly come in because, AIMIM MP and barrister Asaduddin Owaisi has also raised this point. He said there are several hotels near Muzaffarnagar Highway. They've been running for decades and decades. He says, I fail to understand, there was no issue before these 10 years. Kavan Yatra was taken out peacefully year after year. Why is all of this happening only now?
No, first of all, this is factually totally incorrect. Just go before 2017. How many ruckuses used to happen before 2017? In fact, any festival, Hindu-Muslim festival, was like a brink ki ab to danga hona hi hona hai. In fact, last 8 years, we don't have a single recorded riot in history of Uttar Pradesh, which is very common in Uttar Pradesh, and we have seen how it happened during Akhilesh Yadav's time, particularly, right? See, I think the idea is just display the names. That's all. And in UP government has taken a fight against adulteration. Just see, Nikhil, how
No,
many
but
factories of tail,
Nikhil
Tilla
Jain
have
asks,
closed
why
in
not round the
eastern
year?
belt?
Why only during
They have
Kavadi
taken a
Yatra?
huge fight. The UP government has taken a huge fight against adulteration generally, and multiple licenses of oil factories, rice factories are closed because of adulteration, because they're not following the norms. It's happening because you only read the news when it's Kavar Yatra. So it's not that UP government is not doing, because that news are not interesting, not TRP led. That's what's not coming. Just search out. They're doing a massive war against adulteration in UP from last 6-7 years.
Okay, okay. There's another point that's being raised, Anila Singh, by Digvijay Singh. Digvijay Singh is saying, why are you interested in the name? You find out if he has a license or not. Just display the license. If he has license, if he's following the rules, let him serve. It doesn't matter what is his name, because in a name, then people will start looking for religion and caste. Just look for quality.
No, we are interested in both. If we talk about Kalawa jihad, everybody knows about it. कलावा बांधेंगे, माथे पे टीका लगाएंगे, इंटू मिंटू चिंटू नाम रखेंगे और फिर लव जिहाद करेंगे. Name should be displayed. And it is the prerogative of a person who comes there, whether he is or she is going to eat or not. नाम बताने में क्या बुराई है भाई?
Gaurav, and a tiny bit.
Okay.
Anyway,
Ghanshyam Tiwari first and then you, sir. Ghanshyam Tiwari, quickly, since he raised his hand first. Go on, sir. Quickly respond.
I think the pace at which BJP is tagging jihad with everything, it's only a matter of time that the J in BJP will stand for jihad. You start with food, you go with dress, you go with people, you go with Kalawa, you go with Sunday, Monday. There has to be a limit. These are people, let me complete. These are people who would send their children to the choicest colleges in India and abroad. They will feed them liberal values, and they want the common people who vote for them to be mired in this controversy continuously. It is not the Taj and the ITC hotels who will face these hooligans. It is the common tea stall guy who by chance name is, you showed Vakil tea stall, he would name Vakil tea stall, and suddenly he would face hooligans. And who will save them? Uttar Pradesh has the worst track record in custodial deaths. It has the worst track record in accusations of fake encounter. It has the most atrocious track record in dealing with people who are minorities, who are vulnerable. So when you are put on the ground by this vigilante, nobody is coming to save you. In fact, the government will pound on you.
Sir, vigilante justice is completely unacceptable. Shantanu Gupta,
Tiwari is a true halal Hindu.
Okay, Shantanu Gupta, quickly, sir.
In UP, in last 8 years, there are almost 180 encounters, and all of them to the magistrate court. Not even one, not in a single case UP police are indicted. So I know which fake, see, Ghanshyam Tiwari pulls out this, whatever I think he learns in Samajwadi Party canteen. I don't know which fake encounter. Just tell me one fake encounter which was proven in the courts of law. Or even
I think India Today covered.
India Today is not the court. Just can you tell courts of law, sir? India Today
Fair
is
enough.
not the courts in India. Come on.
Fair enough. Our debate today purely is on the Uttar Pradesh government and Uttarakhand government's orders on displaying names and licenses all along the Kawad Yatra. We've got you all sides of the story. Now it's up to you to decide who's right, who isn't, where you want to eat, and where you'd rather abstain. To all my guests, many thanks for joining me.